to let you guys know who we have on first. I am going to be learning about furries today, and I am very excited. They're half human, half fur animal. And also, that's all I know. Well, the first guest we have, his name is Your Movie Sucks. It's an interesting name. Very interesting name. Fight Donkey, thank you so much for 252 bits. That's a very, very, very interesting choice of names. His name is Adum. Oh, okay. Well, Adum is going to be the first person that I will interview. And he is a proud furry. I am excited. Adam is Your Movie Sucks and a fur man. If you have any... Hey, Adam! Oh, it's the fur man! Adam! I'm very excited to learn about furries and the furdom and the fur man stuff. I am very, very excited. I'm going to call you up right now.
Hello.
Hello. One second. Do you see me? Thank you, Raptor. I do not see you. I see.
I will there we are.
Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hello. You are like a horse man.
Yes.
Hello.
I've come in my official attire today.
Wow, horseman. So tell me, you are what they call a furry, right?
A furry?
Yes, a furry.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what you gotta call me.
What?
I'm gonna take this off because it's I can't hear very well. That is not my official persona. That's just like a meme mask because there aren't a lot of fursuit makers that make the type of horse that I wanna be.
You just took off your skin just like that. That is really cool. So,
can you do that?
I could, in different ways. I can do this.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I am very interested. What is a furry?
A furry. It means different things to different people, really. Mostly, you could categorize it as a blanket of people who have a fascination or interest in anthropomorphic animal characters, like the one on my shirt, or like any one that you could imagine in your head. So it doesn't even have to stick to pre-existing characters. But yeah, that's the most broad definition that encompasses every furry. But if you want to get more specific, then there's going to be arguments between furries over who's included in that or not.
So you want to become an animal?
Well, I don't know. Human beings are animals technically, but yeah, it would be more interesting. It would be preferred to be an anthropomorphic horse character personally. Not every furry feels this way. Some are just, they like the artwork or they like cosplay or something like that. To a bunch of other furries, myself included, it's kind of like an identity thing. And I understand its absurdity. I understand that it looks and sounds weird. But, as a person who strives to be just honest about myself and, how I present myself and my feelings, and, I can't deny that this is how I feel, so...
Do you have a fursona?
Yes, I do, and I have a link that you can open here. Yes, this is like fan art.
So you metamorphosize yourself into an animal.
I don't know if that's the word for it, but you could say role play, but at the same time, so I'm a furry where my persona is basically just me, but a horse character. So role playing as my persona, there's no effort involved. I don't turn into another character because the character is based off of myself. Other furries, not every other furry, but there are other furries who have like a character that's very different than their own personalities. And there's nothing wrong with that, but in that sense, it involves a lot more performance, I guess.
What does that look like?
What is what look like?
What
Sorry.
does being a horse persona look like?
Well, I sent you a link to my persona.
Okay, let me see.
You can click on it. Yeah.
Oh, it's a drawing.
Yeah. I mean, the animation art is one way for furries to be able to express themselves and share their characters and bring that imagination to life in some way.
Why is it kind of sexy?
Because that's you can't really rationalize sexual attraction. It just kind of happens. What one person finds sexy, another person might not. So you might be asking the wrong question even.
Oh my god. It's So when you are your persona, what is the difference between you and your persona?
Appearance, really. That's
it?
pretty. Well, for myself, there's other furries that exist where, there's some furries that have like a lot of social anxiety and are like really quiet. But if they're in character and they have a fursuit and they put it on, they're like much more outgoing and just, theatrical and stuff. So I don't know. It does things to people and can be a really good, I guess, coping mechanism or social anxiety reducer, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, for me being my persona, I don't really have a separation between like I am not right now and I am right now. It's just like I'm both. I understand that I'm a human being in a human body, but I also prefer to identify or prefer to pretend that I am just a horse person.
Can I ask you, why? What is it about horse? What is it about horses? And why horses?
Because I closely identify to the psychological traits that human beings in general attribute to horses. So if you think of different animal species, we already have kind of colloquial understandings like quiet as a mouse, sly as a fox, blind as a bat. Pigs are associated with being gluttonous or something like that. And so whether consciously or not, subconsciously, very much so, we have personality traits that we assign to animals, whether intentionally or not. It's very cultural, I guess, also. And so the psychological attributes of a horse, I find, are more, the closest to what I am as a person.
And what is that? What are those attributes?
Kind of like a companion animal. I like helping people. I'm also kind of like tall and lanky and like goofy unintentionally sometimes, I got nice hair. I got like real ass horse hair, basically. It's like really thick.
So, real question. Would you rather be, if you can, in real life, would you rather be your persona rather than yourself?
Yeah. I would say most furries who consider it to be like kind of an identity thing would agree with that probably. There's furries that have multiple personas. I don't. But yeah, so it's different for everybody. But for me, it's a very close and personal thing to my own psyche, and I would feel more comfortable in a different body that doesn't even exist in reality, and it only exists in fiction. It's like a halfway point between human and animal, and it's bizarre. It's silly, but you gotta deal with the hands that you're dealt. I guess no one controls their own interests. So
when did you start identifying yourself as a horse?
When I was between 13 and 15, I think. And I was on the internet and discovered what furries were, and it was like, yeah, that was a weird period of my life where it was a lot of self-discovery and repression and I guess realization of things about myself. So,
I have a question. Would you want to marry another horse lady?
no, I would love to marry a like a lion or tiger or panther boy man. I'm
Oh.
the character on my shirt, Scar from the Lion King. I've got a huge crush on him. So much so that like people in my audience draw like fan art of Scar from the Lion King with me, and it was like, oh,
Wait, wait, you can actually have you have crushes on the animation characters?
yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous. I understand its absurdity, but I am very much sexually and romantically interested in a fictional cartoon character that's a villain in a story and does a lot of evil things and is voiced by an old man named Jeremy Irons. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if I could experience life in a different brain, uh, that would be cool too. But I'm stuck in this one, so I gotta, either I could just feel the same way and hide it from everybody, or I could do what I'm doing now and feel this way and be honest about it.
I
So.
am really curious. I'm very, very curious. I really want to know. When it comes to having a crush on an animated character like Scar, what is it about
Mhm.
Scar specifically? What is it about Scar that is, is it the mane? Is it the
Oh no,
mustache?
it's mostly like personality and voice. Those are like huge things to me. And like I said earlier, like in the same way that I decided my species as a horse because of these psychological attributes that human beings associate with that animal. There are psychological associations that we make with big cats, so panthers, lions, tigers, that I find very attractive. And in that film, in that character, the voice acting, which already deep British sexy voice, I love that regardless. He did such a great job of really performing that character in a way where like it didn't feel like an actor playing that role, and then combined with the animation of like there's like has like hand movements and posture movements that are like that have so much personality, and it feels like a really alive character. He's very catty and sarcastic and witty and um yeah, like it just things that I find attractive. Maybe I kind of like bad boys, maybe I kind of like
Hmm.
scars, so I don't know. There's plenty of different reasons why I'm attracted to that character. So
Do you have a fursuit?
no, I might get one in the future. Um, they're very expensive, first of all, and second, it's kind of like a commitment. Because like if you get one and you're gonna bring it to conventions, then you kind of have to like carry it around, and then you're kind of like you're kind of psychologically obligated to wear it just at any random point in the day. Where it's like, well, I brought it here, I guess I got to do it. And some people really enjoy doing that, and don't get me wrong, it like I get enjoyment out of that thing too. Like I've had friends that have let me try on their suits or whatever, and just walk around a convention. Like it's a cool, fun, like performance, weird experience that it's difficult to describe. But
Wow.
yeah, I don't have one. I might get one in the future. I just like I need to find the right fursuit maker that would make it the way that I want. Yeah, there aren't a lot of horse furries in the fandom for some reason, so I don't have a lot of points of reference for like, oh, this I want one like this fursuit sort of thing. Most furries are overwhelmingly canines, like dogs and wolves, and then
Why?
after that would be like cats. I don't know. Probably just because of what I explained earlier with like psychological associations with
Huh.
different animals.
But this
Like I have
is
no idea. Like I'm not these people. Maybe other people don't put as much of their own like personal thoughts and personality into their persona. I don't know.
this is
You'd have to ask
different.
them.
This is different from animals, though, right? This is
Different than what?
like like this is different from like actual animals, like horses
Yes.
and dogs and cats. This is like, is it more like the cartoon animation?
It really depends on the person because I do enjoy the cartoonish element to some degree. There, it's somewhere in between, like it's so difficult to describe because it doesn't exist in reality. Like we only have cartoons and animations to help bring it to life. And most of what we've seen depicted in this way is kind of like overly toony, you know, like big anime eyes. So I don't know. Perhaps like more realistic features, but still kind of like an anthropomorphized animal human character. Perhaps that would be interesting to me too. But there aren't a lot of examples of that, so I don't know.
Can I take
But yeah, it doesn't exist in real life, so it's
I
not human, it's
wanna-
not animal, it's neither.
I want to take a question from chat. Someone in the chat asked, "Is it what do you think about bronies?"
You know, when Bronies first came onto the scene, I was kind of happy because a lot of the hatred and punching bag status that furries had kind of got swapped over to the Bronies. They showed up and they decided that they could be a little bit more cringe, and so it took a lot of the heat off. So that was pretty cool.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, like, I have no issue with them. There's a lot of furries that are bronies, a lot of bronies that are furries. The brony community seems to be dying out because it's based off of one property, whereas furries encompasses everything plus anything you can imagine, right? It's not limited to just the span of a single TV show that gets canceled someday.
Wow, this is so fascinating. I've never met a furry before.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Do a lot of people
You very well
hide
could have
it?
met a furry before.
Do a lot of people hide it?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do hide it, actually. Yeah, I know people that hide it, and I also, you know, you can't blame them because it's so bizarre and weird to most people that it doesn't really do you any favors except for just being honest about yourself. So yeah, it can cause some loss of friendships or discrimination in some ways, I guess. So.
Well, I'll be your friend. I like fur people.
Thank you. Best friends now.
So I have a question.
Oh wait.
Yes.
If we're gonna be friends,
Yes.
we have to give you a persona now.
I
I'm
have
thinking-
one.
Oh, you have one.
You wanna see?
I was about to. Yes, I do. I was about to mandate you one. Oh my goodness!
I'm a fish.
A fish.
I'm a fish.
That's amazing. I love it.
Thank you. My
Thank
name
you.
is Fishcat.
Whoa!
Nice to meet you.
Are you? Is your persona a fish that also ate a human being whose head is trapped inside the mouth?
No, I am a
Okay.
fish. I am an entire being.
Okay. I was just checking.
It's cute, right?
That's pretty dope. I love it. That's awesome.
So yeah, that.
Perfect. I was gonna-
So I am a
Wait.
furry.
Yes. You're a furry now. It has been
God.
decided. The ritual has been complete.
That is so cool.
We welcome you with open paws or whatever cringy thing a furry would say.
Question.
What'd you say?
I have a question.
Yes.
If I am a fish, does that mean
Uh huh.
that I only like fish sticks?
A real Kanye West. I mean, you can. There's no limitation as to what your character can be. It's your character. It comes from your imagination. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Some people just decide to be animals that don't even exist. Some people are like dragons and stuff.
Wow, really?
Yeah, there's a lot of dragons. More than horses for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know why. We're very underrepresented.
So
We're underrepresented in personas, but overrepresented in the pornography.
What?
Oh, what?
Did you say pornography?
Oh, do you? So you know how people who aren't furries make and consume pornography? Well, it turns out furries also do that.
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Wait.
It's like we're human beings with sexual urges.
Wait. Wait.
What?
So what do they watch?
Well, I mean, it's mostly animation in the same way that, the photograph, the picture that I shared of you is someone who drew, a very safe for work drawing of my persona. But you can also commission artists, or people might send you gift art of your persona and other characters, maybe in more sexual contexts, because, it's a fictional universe. You can do whatever you want, and if you want to see it, then why not?
Whoa. Wow. Whoa.
What?
That is so cool. So
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you think it's cool.
So like horses that hold hands and hug each other.
Yeah, that's the kind of porn that I consume, is a lot of hand holding and hugging. For sure.
That's really wholesome.
It's very, very wholesome. Thank you.
So, Mr. Furman,
Yes.
do you have, so when you were 12 and 13 and you identified yourself as a furry, was there a specific thing that you watched, or something that made you realize?
Well, no, I mean, like, when it was like a gaming forum, redversusblue.com. They made a bunch of before YouTube, a bunch of gaming video stuff. And on their forum, there was someone with a profile picture of, like, some, like, a busty bunny rabbit woman with, like, a gun or something. It was kind of funny. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then when I, dug deeper, I found that there's a community of people who are interested in these sorts of things. And then it wasn't so much like, oh, I wasn't a furry and then I got turned into a furry at that moment. It was a moment where I was like, oh, there are other people that feel the same way that I already do. And so retroactively, like, thinking about other stuff in my life, there's just too much where it's like, okay, I was doomed to be a furry no matter what, Like, when I was like 5 years old, I would rent the exact same VHS from the video store every single fucking day, and it was like some animated crappy movie called Pound Puppies, and it was like they were singing like Grease musical songs and stuff, and I was like obsessed with it. I was obsessed with The Lion King, obviously, still am, I guess. Yeah, and then, like, you know how, like, little kids in, like, elementary school will, like, role play, like, oh, we're pretending like we're in a house or something. And it was easy because I lived in further north in Canada, so we just drew lines in the snow, basically. Like, oh, here's the kitchen, here's the bedroom, or whatever. And just being in elementary school, we would role play and just be like, oh, I'll be the son, I'll be the daughter. And I was always like, I'll be the dog. And so it's like, retroactively, I go back and I think about those things, and I'm like, yeah, it was always gonna fucking happen. Like, I don't know what happened to my brain when I was like 4 years old, or whatever happened to maybe I was dropped on the head like too many times. I have no idea. But either way, this is me. I gotta live with it, dealing with it. Be open and honest about yourself. It's healthy.
I respect you.
Thank you.
You're truly 100% yourself, and you're not afraid to be.
Yeah. I mean, the alternative is having secrets, and that's much worse, because then people can just use those against you.
So if you're
could I imagine, like, if I wanted to be in the same position where I am right now and be like a successful content creator on the internet or something, if that was a secret and I was uncomfortable about talking with it, like, that would be so much stress. Like, that would just be awful. Like, anybody could find that out at any moment. And if I treated it as this, oh, my life is over if this happens sort of thing, if you compartmentalize it in that way and put it in that psychological box, then you're destined to have, like, a mental breakdown if anything close to that ever happens, you know.
So, Adam, if you're a furry and you're a fur man, do you have special powers where you can sniff out who's a furry by just, like a...
What's really funny is, I mean, in the same way that, like it's not just people with similar interests, but it's like kind of a community and a family of people. And so if we're all having these like niche interests and we support the same like artists and like furry businesses and we're on like furry Twitter and all these things, there's going to be certain cues that a furry could give that other furries would be like, oh yeah, that person's like a furry. Something as simple as like a license plate that says like, oh whoa, or something, which is cringe, but you can walk past that and be like, okay, that's a furry.
Can I show you?
Or like a bad dragon sticker on their car or something.
Can I show you pictures of people? And can you tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how much your fur dart goes off? Just based on the picture. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, here. Okay. First person.
Up.
This person.
That's like a 3. I would say not very likely.
Really? 3?
This one, is that the same person? The pink hair?
That's the same person.
Okay. It's getting higher. That's like a 9 now.
Oh.
The pink hair makes it a bit more.
I see. Yeah. 9. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
Very interesting. Next. Okay. This guy. He has a VTuber.
That's pretty.
Yeah, this is him.
Well, I would say like physically the real picture. I've seen a lot of furries look like that, but if you have an online avatar and it's like a humanoid, then I would say it's unlikely. If you're a furry and you have an online avatar, it's probably going to be something like at least a little bit furry.
I see.
Which that online avatar is not. So I would have to say a 0 for that.
Could he be a closet furry?
No. There's tons of closet furries where at least there's like some hint. There would be like a T-shirt or something where like people who aren't furries wouldn't recognize it, but furries would, and you could still stay in the closet, sort of thing. Like no, I don't know. That's typical. Like tons. Okay. I know like closet furries that still have like kind of, like they'll have like a furry tattoo or something. They'll be like, what? It's just the Lion King. If anybody like really asks, like I don't know.
Okay, what about from audience request, this guy?
Ooh. Man.
What do you think? What do you think?
I'm gonna this one's tough. I would say 5. I would say it's difficult to tell with that one.
Gotcha.
It could be either way. Wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Well, what about this person?
Oh, 100%. 10.
Oh, a 10?
There's like a rabbit ear in your online. You like don't even show your real face, and there's like a furry rabbit ear anyway.
Oh, so a 10.
100%. That's furry.
Oh my god. Oh.
No matter what they say ever.
Yeah.
You have to assume that they're a furry, regardless of how much they might say that they're not. You have to assume.
I see. Okay. Oh my god, I'm finding out about so many people. What about this one? What about this one?
Nah, 2.
A 2. Okay.
Not likely.
Not likely, but there's a possibility.
A small possibility.
Small possibility. Okay, last one.
Okay.
Okay. this one?
Oh. I'd say 7.
Really?
Yeah.
A 7?
Yeah, I would say so.
Why?
The aura.
Mm.
There's definitely an emanating aura coming from this man.
I see. The emanating aura. Actually, I have one more.
Yeah.
I have one more.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Oh, actually, what would his persona be?
Ooh, Rottweiler.
Ooh, why? Why?
I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It seemed to fit.
It does kind
Right?
of a little bit.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
can see. He kind of feels like a horse as well in some ways, doesn't he?
Well, he's got the long hair. I believe. I don't think he's as tall as me though. I think he might be a couple feet shorter.
Okay, there's more. There's more. I'm sorry. I'm so fascinated. I want more. Okay, what about hold on. God damn it. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, what about this guy?
You know what? I'm gonna say hard no, because that's a fursuit that was clearly bought off of like AliExpress. No furry would ever wear that.
Oh, really?
Unless they're having budgetary issues, which I'm not gonna be mean and don't blame them.
I mean, he just
But
had a baby.
That's a knockoff fursuit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, he just had a baby. He lost a lot of money doing stocks. This was his choice.
Okay. Well, if you think so, I mean, now that you're a furry, I think maybe, your opinion is equally as valid, right? I think you're getting some of these superpowers too.
Yeah,
You might be closer to than I am.
I feel a very strong sensation that this is a furry. Okay, one last one. Okay,
I'll take your word for that
one. Okay. Where is he?
While you're looking, whoever said I didn't know what Donnie Darko was in the chat, you don't understand anything. You can still understand that someone is trying to emulate Donnie Darko Rabbit and still be like, yeah, that's pretty furry anyway. Like it's like if I decided to make my online persona like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm Simba from The Lion King, and someone's like, that's a furry, and someone else is like, oh, you haven't seen The Lion King? It's like, yeah, the property already exists, but anyway.
What about this guy?
Have you found this other?
Yeah. What about this guy?
Oh, that's like an 8.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Why? Tell me why.
It's the kind of like the, how do I say this? It's the lack of styling in the hair. Well, because you don't. It's like he kind of just got out of bed, sort of thing. Like I've seen some furries like that,
I see. Oh, what would his persona be?
Ooh, this one. I'm gonna say snow leopard.
Snow leopard.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't. You just gotta go with your heart.
I see.
And that's what it's telling me. You gotta. They don't call them special super furry powers for nothing.
Ah, very true.
Sometimes it's not logical.
True. Okay, wait.
Gotta go with your feeling.
I'm sorry, I got one more.
Please.
I got one more. Okay. What about this guy? What about this guy?
Ooh, 11.
What?
The furriest furry I've ever seen in my entire life.
Explain.
You can see it in his eyes. Undoubtedly.
He's King Furry?
Yep. I've seen him at every convention.
What is his Where's
I recognize him.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you
Seen him.
recognize? You've seen him?
Every convention I've seen him. I swear.
Oh my god. What is his persona?
Well, I've only seen him out of suit, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, what would you?
I'll be sure to ask him next time.
What would you think his persona is?
Let's say a rhino.
Ah.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting. Okay, I have more. Sorry, I got more. I'm so I want to shit. What about this one?
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
What about this one?
Ooh. Yeah, I would say 8. 8 out of 10. Yeah, strong likelihood of being a furry.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
It's all in the face. It's all in the face. I would say Sphinx cat.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you can tell.
So he's
for sure.
got a furry face. Like a furry looking face. And
undeniable.
Undeniable. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay. Last one.
Ever.
Last one. Okay.
The 10th last one.
Okay. What about this bitch?
I'm only going as high as like a 6 on that one.
A 6?
Yeah.
Wait, that's
giving that one a 6 out of 10.
Okay, that's actually pretty high. Wait, why a 6?
It's can you show a couple other pictures.
Okay. Okay.
Getting higher.
Why?
It's at least a 7.
Why?
The other one had a bit more hairstyle. You know?
Are you saying that she has a lack of style?
No, I didn't say lack of style, just more in the first one. You know?
Okay, what about...
It's like, sometimes you care about the style of your persona more than you do your human self.
What about now? She's wearing a mocassin.
Yeah, I would say I'm keeping it a 7. 7's where I'm keeping it.
Wow, I'm learning so much new things about technician. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay. Wow, I've learned so much. You have opened my eyes.
Thank you.
You have absolutely opened myself. Wait, one more.
Oh, all right.
Sorry. I'm on my chat keeps giving me great suggestions. I've got 2 more, actually. 2 more. Okay.
Whoa!
Sorry. Okay.
It's fine.
This guy.
Oh my goodness, that's a furry if I've ever seen one. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah.
What's the rating?
That's like a 15.
Oh wait, 15?
He's probably a bear.
Oh, that is what they call him, a bear. 15. Wow.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even need a costume. He's so much of a furry that he's just a furry. Period.
Yeah, you can just I'm sure he goes to all the local bear meets and goes to bear bars and
bear wrestles.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's a lot of there's a few bears out there that I'm sure he's familiar with.
This one.
Ooh, I gotta say, yeah, 100%. That's a fox right there.
That's a fox.
Definitely a fox.
Oh my gosh. So it's not even like a little bit. It's like a strong fox. He could just be a fox.
I'm like, you open that picture. I'm like, I know that person. I've seen so many people like that person where I'm like, yeah, you're a furry, and they're always a fox. If you look like that, you're a fox. If you're a furry and you look like that, you're a fox. Those are the rules.
He might be a closet furry.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he might be a closet furry.
As long, just if even if he's in the closet about it, if there's probably some part of himself that would still appreciate to be referred to as a fox. So if I would say, hypothetically, if someone were to interact with this person, you know, send them, you know, make sure you just make sure that they're aware that you know that they're a fox, and they'll probably, even if they say like, oh no, that's embarrassing, stop, they'll probably feel like really good about it in their hearts. And so you know, instead of saying like hello, you say hello with like two W's.
Should I gift him some fox food on his next birthday?
Yeah, I think he would really appreciate that.
Oh my god, thank you so much for your tips.
Yeah.
I have one more. Sorry, I just one more, okay? One more. This guy.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm gonna have to say, are those real muscles?
I don't know.
That's like that flexing photo. That first one didn't look real. I was like, what's going on?
Canute eats everything. Canute eats everything that's meat. He literally eats Twitch chat for breakfast. He's just
wow.
Yeah, he's.
Let's yeah, I would say probably like an Incineroar, like a Pokemon furry.
Wait, you can be a Pokemon furry?
Oh, you can be whatever. You know, Pokemon aren't real animals, but neither are dragons. So yeah, why not? You know, people do it. You can be Pokemon furry, Digimon furry, any like weird media thing. You know, like Garrus from Mass Effect. That's an alien. It's like that's not even what animals that's supposed to be. I don't know, but furries like them. I like them. I'm a furry. You know. So.
Wait, alien? Wait. You can be an alien furry?
Yes. Well, I mean, like it's just I think most furries. When we have this fascination for like humanoid animal type characters, every piece of fiction, whether or not you call them like animals or something, you know, if it's just an alien, when human beings write those concepts into films or other media, they're generally inspired by animals in some way. So like Garrus is like kind of like a lizard person, I guess. He's kind of like a scaly, you might say. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a real animal, just like a humanoid something else, something or other.
I have a question, and this is kind of an inappropriate question.
Okay.
So you know porn?
I know porn.
Okay. Do the furries, where, do they have, do they have furry dicks and vaginas?
Depends on the furry. It really does. You know, I'm like, that's not like the most important part of like my persona. Like if someone was going to draw like a pornographic image of my persona, I really have no preference whether it's like humanoid dick or horse type dick. But yeah, I mean like furries go for that sort of thing. Why not? You know, if we're making dildos out of just like random shapes anyway, it's like I don't see the problem. You know, people make like fucking ringed spiral bizarre things anyway. It's like, oh, whatever. There's some shapes that are just I don't know, more appealing, I guess.
I have more questions. Are mermaids furries?
Yes. Oh boy, that's a tough one, because I would say that there's furries who are probably also interested in mermaids, just like there's furries who are also interested in like centaurs, I guess. I don't know if I would classify the characters themselves as like furry characters, but I guess that's up for debate. I don't really know if that's I don't know if I'm going to have a hard answer on that one.
Can I ask you another when it comes to mermaids, where's the vagina?
Well, if I learned anything from the film The Lighthouse, it's just kind of in the pelvis area. Seems like kind of weird because you
Oh,
can't really like open the legs, but I would, I think the Lighthouse is probably the movie to
okay.
um
Okay, gotcha.
if you want to watch that movie, it'll show you.
Gotcha. Wow, I learned so much today. Oh, Adam,
Mm.
thank you so much for teaching me. You're a great
Thank
teacher.
thank you, and I'm happy that you enjoyed this, and I'm glad that I was able to teach you so much, and I'm glad that you're a furry now, and that we're best friends.
Yes! Oh, can we go to like a fish con?
Yes, we
Oh,
can make it. Let's create FishCon.
and there could be mermaids, and then I could ask them where it is.
Oh, I got a great idea. We can have Kanye West as the official guest.
Wait, is Kanye West a furry?
I heard he likes fish sticks at least.
He does
So I'm
like
pretty
fish
sure,
sticks.
yeah.
He's a gay fish.
Yeah. That's the rumor going around at least.
True. Adam, thank you so much for this interview. You were lovely. Thank you for
Thank
teaching me
you.
about furries.
That was awesome.
Goodbye.
Thank you, and you have a great one. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Do you want me to hang up, or are you gonna do it?
No, you do it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, you're supposed to say no.
What?
Goodbye. Oh. Hello. Wow, guys, I learned so much. Was that fun? Did you guys have fun? Type 1 if you had fun. Type 1 in the chat if you had fun.
Hey guys, it's January 2022, so let's update these Patreon credits. Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit video game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Big Well from Robots the Animated Movie, Andre Philippe, Butt Rock, Charisma, the Super One Player, Dwyer Tarantino, Jacob Arndt, Zachary Kane, Sam Joel, Cheat.exe, Gothic Sith, Mandelbro, Kel Hunt, Wales, Bo the Doggo, Kai Butcher, Gabriel Herrera, Splat, Hoofido, Ocean Machinery, and Malav Shah. Have a happy new year, everyone.